This week, I have the privilege of representing Boeing at several events recognizing Medal of Honor Day in Washington, D.C. America's Medal of Honor recipients will participate in these events, providing the opportunity for us to thank them for their sacrifice and for them to pay tribute to ordinary Americans for citizen acts of heroism. These soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen have not only experienced unbelievably difficult situations, they have risked their lives to save another's life, and in some cases, the lives of many. We wanted to share a few of their incredible stories so that we can all better appreciate what these individuals have given to their country. Here, reading excerpts from Medal of Honor citations are some of our Boeing veteran employees, heroes in their own right.
Receiving sustained and withering heavy artillery attacks directly upon his unit's position, Chief Master Sergeant Richard Etchberger's entire crew lay dead or severely wounded. Despite having received little or no combat training, he single-handedly held off the enemy with an M16 while simultaneously directing airstrikes into the area and calling for air rescue. With the arrival of the rescue aircraft, Chief Etchberger risked his own life, exposing himself to heavy enemy fire in order to place 3 surviving wounded comrades into rescue slings hanging from the hovering helicopter waiting to airlift them to safety. With his remaining crew safely aboard, Chief Etchberger finally climbed onto the evacuation sling himself, only to be fatally wounded by enemy ground fire as he was being raised into the aircraft.
When his company was stopped by a concentration of fire from several machine gun emplacements, then Second Lieutenant Vernon Baker crawled to one position and destroyed it, killing 3. He then attacked an enemy observation post and killed 2 occupants. With the aid of one of his men, Lieutenant Baker attacked 2 more machine gun nests, killing or wounding 4 enemy soldiers. He then covered the evacuation of wounded personnel of his company by occupying an exposed position and drawing the enemy's fire. On the following night, Lieutenant Baker voluntarily led a battalion advance through enemy minefields and heavy fire.
Making a target of himself under devastating fire from automatic weapons, rifles, grenades, and mortars, Private Hector Caffarata delivered accurate and effective fire against the onrushing force. He killed 15 and wounded many more. Later that same morning, when a hostile grenade landed in an area occupied by wounded Marines, Private Caffarata rushed in under heavy fire, seized the deadly explosive in his right hand, and hurled it free of his comrades before it detonated. The explosion severed part of one finger and seriously wounded him in the right hand and arm. Ignoring the intense pain, Private Caffarata staunchly fought on until he was struck by a sniper's bullet and was forced to evacuate for medical treatment.
After planning the evacuation of nearly 500 Marines, Signalman First Class Douglas Monroe, under constant strafing by enemy machine guns on the island, led 5 of his small boats toward the shore. He signaled the others to land and then drew the enemy's fire to protect the heavily loaded boats. He placed his boat with its 2 small guns as a shield between the beachhead and the enemy. When the evacuation was nearly completed, Monroe was killed instantly by enemy fire. His crew, 2 of whom were wounded, carried on until the last boat had loaded and cleared the beach.
As a member of a combined Navy SEAL and Iraqi Army sniper overwatch element, Petty Officer Michael Mansour distinguished himself by his exceptional bravery. Insurgents prepared to execute a coordinated attack. Element snipers thwarted the enemy's initial attempt by eliminating 2 insurgents. The enemy continued their assault with a rocket-propelled grenade and small arms fire. An insurgent threw a hand grenade. It bounced off Petty Officer Mansour's chest and landed in front of him. He threw himself onto the grenade to absorb the force of the explosion with his body, saving the lives of his 2 teammates.
For their selfless actions,
their unparalleled courage,
and their unwavering devotion
To them and over 3,000 other Medal of Honor recipients,
we say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.